Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert, man.
Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
Spoilers are incoming.
A lot of them.
Spoiler alert, I'm gonna spoil the movie.
Caution, the spoilers ahead, okay? Like, it's coming.
There's gonna be spoilers coming up pretty soon. If you're still here, there's gonna be spoilers. You still here? Okay.
I can't believe I was suckered into seeing this movie. I cannot believe it.
So, The Last Jedi.
Star Wars. The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. And for me, it was Star Wars, the last fucking straw.
I'm just blown away of how much I dislike this movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
My expectations for this were just, like, here, and what I got was below what you can see.
If I just go in thinking, oh, I'm going to dislike this no matter what, and I'm just trying to find something wrong with it, I don't know, I guess that'd be one thing, but when I'm going in excited and super pumped, and within 30 minutes, I'm like, gosh, this is kind of boring.
The film has really just soured in my mind a lot.
The Last Jedi kind of sucked.
What the fuck is going on with Star Wars?
Once it starts to sink in after you've brushed your teeth and crawling to bed, some things about it begin to not make a whole lot of sense.
Okay, let's, oh my God,
Okay. I just think overall the movie was really messy and poorly written. I honestly feel like I could have wrote a better fucking movie. Like, what the fuck was that? The thing that annoys me is that, like, sorry, I'm getting irritated. I start itching myself when I get irritated.
If I said Star Wars to you, what would you think of? You'd probably think of lightsabers or the movies. But mainly lightsabers, or, if you're one of those freaking stupid fans that think of R2-D2, then you're a screw-up. But most people will think of lightsabers or, like, Darth Vader or someone like that. There was not one lightsaber battle in that whole movie. But not two lightsabers actually touched in that movie. And
I'm struggling for words because I'm left a little dumbfounded. As good as, the first one was, which was The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi really struggled for a decent storyline.
And I think that's one of the big problems of it, is that the storytelling element is all over the place.
Fucking hate on me all you want. There was too much happening in this movie. Slow it down, pick your plot point, get 1, 2, maybe 3 plots, and run with it. Don't have 15 goddamn plots running all over the place. Figure out what you want to do, and then do it.
they're putting like a whole trilogy in one single movie, and that's never worked out.
If you go into the toilet in this movie, in that moment, you will miss a lot. Or if you would talk a lot, then you would miss a lot. So it happens very fast, the first take on
And I hate it when movies do this. They start full steam ahead immediately, and you just don't care what's going on. It's really overwhelming, and none of the characters have been developed yet. So you're just watching all this eye candy with no meaning, no weight, or nothing, no base, nothing underneath it to support it or make you give a fuck about it.
And that's the thing that this movie fails to do. It fails to make you care.
So much just weird tangential plot points that are just there to set up like kind of pretty action sequences, but none of it really is tied together.
First they're in a space battle, and then somehow they end up in a casino? I'm like, what the hell happened?
Like, when a kid is making up a story and they'll add something that's like, okay. And then they add a little something and say, oh, that's actually kind of clever. You're a smart kid. I mean, the overall story is like it's still a kid telling it. But it's like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's how this new Star Wars series feels.
As writing cohesiveness and making stuff blend and be coherent, it fails as a film.
You gotta at least have the bases right. You gotta have good, understandable characters, a plot that makes sense, good direction, a villain that you can understand and get behind, a world that feels alive and makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to believe whatever nonsense is thrown at me in this. Instead, what a good piece of art should do is creating a world that is believable and following the rules so that, there's not a moment where, it just kind of all falls apart and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense to what you said before.
These aren't the rules that, like how you sort of do stuff in this universe. You've had 8 movies, and you have a sort of pattern of what you can do, and this film sort of breaks it all. I don't understand that.
And oh my gosh, bro, you can just tell this is money. This is just money. This isn't about telling a good story. This is about making money.
It didn't even feel like a Star Wars film. It had no fucking lore to the story. It had no relation to anything that we saw from day one all the way to now.
The plot holes, the lack of character development.
I just could not believe how many inconsistencies were in this story. I couldn't believe what was happening in the screenplay. I couldn't believe the set pieces. I couldn't believe how unoriginal the storyline was.
How Rian Johnson basically said F you to every decent storyline he was set up with. He could have simply picked up the baseball that J.J. Abrams batted to him and run with a storyline that would have knocked it out of the park.